Judge, I'm sorry, counselor, tell me how to say your last name.
Sooknanan, Senator.
Say it again, please, ma'am.
Sooknanan.
Sooknanan?
Sooknanan.
Sooknanan, okay. Counselor, you used to practice law at Jones Day, is that right?
That's correct, Senator.
Okay. And there was an article in the New York Times. I don't know whether you leaked it to them or somebody from your law firm leaked it to them. Your firm, Jones Day, you were a partner then, and you were representing a party, your firm was, and you were, in a post-election challenge to Pennsylvania, the Pennsylvania Supreme Court. The Pennsylvania Supreme Court, of course, extended the filing deadline for absentee ballots in the president's election, and that was challenged as being unconstitutional under both the state and the federal constitution. Am I right?
Yes, Senator.
And Jones Day was handling that case, right?
That's correct.
And you were a partner at Jones Day, is that right?
That's correct, Senator.
Okay.
What's up, Patriots? Welcome back, Liberty Trigger. Today we got to talk about Judge Sparkle Sooknanan, the Biden nominee who blocked President Trump from deporting 76 unaccompanied Guatemalan kids. And when she sat down in front of Senators John Kennedy, let's just say things got real. Senator Kennedy went straight for her record at Jones Day, the massive law firm she worked at. The issue? A post-election case in Pennsylvania. Republicans challenged extended ballot deadlines. And according to the New York Times, she supposedly said the lawsuit was just to deprive poor people the right to vote. Now, under oath, she denied it. Not my words, never said that. Really? So the New York Times just made it up?
Okay. And who was your client in that case?
The firm's client was the Pennsylvania GOP, Senator.
Well, it's your client too, right?
Correct, Senator. I was not the lawyer in that case, but yes, Senator.
But you were going to share in the profits made from the bills paid by the Pennsylvania GOP, right?
Senator, it was a firm client. I was a partner at the firm.
And you were going to share in the money, right?
Correct, Senator.
Okay. And in a call where you and some of your partners were talking about the case, this is what you said about your client who's paying you. You said, this is according to an August 25, 2022 article. You said, quote, "This lawsuit was brought for no other reason than to deprive poor people of the right to vote," close quote. You said that, didn't you?
Senator, those were not my words. I do not know who provided that quote to the reporter.
You gave it to the reporter, didn't you?
Senator, I never spoke to the reporter or anyone in the media about the meeting in question, and I'll tell you why. As a partner at Jones Day, all partners are bound by a confidentiality obligation to the firm. And that meeting was an internal, confidential partners meeting. Yeah, I never spoke to the media about it, and those were not my words, Senator.
This is a violation of about 927 provisions of the Code of Ethics, isn't it?
Senator, that's why I never spoke to that reporter, and those were not my words. I do not know who provided that quote to the reporter.
What did you mean? Who was trying to deprive poor people of the right to vote? Who were you referring to when you said that?
Senator, as I said, those were not my words.
Oh, you never said that. You denied.
Senator, those were not my words.
If we deposed your partners on that call, they would say, no, she never said it.
Senator, I am telling you here today under oath that those were not my words. I never spoke to them.
If we deposed your partners and put them under oath, they would say, no, she never said that?
Senator, I can't tell you what someone else would say under oath. I can tell you under oath that those were not my words. I never spoke to the media about that call.
And you think in light of this, you're qualified to be a federal judge?
Senator, I never spoke to the media.
You would say that about a client?
Senator, as I said, those were not my words, and I never spoke to the media about the meeting in question. I take my obligations, ethical and otherwise, incredibly seriously.
You said that, didn't you?
Senator, I did not say those words.
So the New York Times got it wrong?
And not one of her partners remembers it? Patriots, that's called dodging. If you can't give a straight answer, you don't belong on the federal bench. Then Senator Kennedy took his turn. He pressed her on Puerto Rico's debt crisis back in 2017. She represented hedge funds holding $1.4 billion in bonds. Everyday folks had bonds too. But Sooknanan and her team cooked up a novel legal theory, basically try and get the hedge funds paid first. The result? Years of delays, Puerto Rico forced into brutal austerity, while Wall Street got richer. And what's her excuse? It was my job. Patriots, that's not leadership. That's siding with billionaires over ordinary people. See the hypocrisy? She allegedly trashed Republicans for hurting the poor, but she had no problem using her talent to help hedge funds squeeze Puerto Rico dry. That's exactly the kind of activist judge the left loves. One standard for conservatives, another for their wealthy friends. Here's the truth. America needs judges who follow the Constitution, not activist lawyers who play politics, protect hedge funds, and undermine election integrity. Senator Kennedy exposed her, but it's on us to stay awake. Patriots, if you don't want activist judges rewriting our laws, smash that like button, share this video, and subscribe. Let's keep the pressure on and keep America free. This is Liberty Trigger. Hit that like button, share this video, and subscribe, because the truth needs to be louder than their lies. God bless you, and God bless the United States of America.